The group backing the ballot initiative to reform Proposition 47 is making an urgent request to the California Attorney General.
So a decade ago, Proposition 47 loosened the penalties around drug and theft crimes in the state. Law enforcement, business groups, and some elected officials on both sides of the aisle blame Prop 47 for the rise in crime in California when it comes to theft and drug offenses. Voters may decide whether or not to roll back the law and then reinstate harsher consequences come November. KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala joining us now to explain what the group is asking for.
Ty and Lisa, the California Attorney General has the responsibility of writing the title and summary of this initiative when it's presented to voters on the ballot in November. And they're asking him and other Democratic lawmakers to not play political games. Now, the campaign backing the reforms to Proposition 47 held a news conference outside of the AG Rob Bonta's office today in Sacramento. As we've been reporting, there's an effort underway by Democratic lawmakers at the state capitol right now to repeal other proposed public safety laws, mostly revolving around organized retail theft, if voters approve the initiative. The campaign is concerned this would give the Attorney General the ability to place a warning on the ballot that they say would deceive voters into thinking they have to make a choice between the two, even though this campaign says the two do not legally conflict. They're asking Bonta to be transparent and fair.
Legislative leaders are making concerted efforts to thwart the will of these voters, showing that they are not committed to holding repeat offenders and theft and drug trafficking persons accountable. This is pure politics.
We should note the Attorney General has publicly supported the public safety package that's now at the center of this controversy. What lawmakers are basically willing to throw out if voters choose to reform Proposition 47. So we reached out to his office, and his spokesperson basically came back and said that it takes the responsibility of writing the title and summary on the ballot very seriously, but would not comment further on this.
And Ashley, are negotiations still underway to potentially get this off the ballot?
Yeah, Ty, in fact, two sources close to the situation told us Governor Newsom's chief of staff, Dana Williamson, met last night with lobbyists who are part of the campaign to reform Proposition 47. A spokesman for Newsom's office would not confirm or deny this, but told us that the office meets with a variety of stakeholders regularly, including those on public safety. Now, we know that legislative public safety package on organized retail theft that could be repealed is a negotiating tactic in all of this. We're learning Democrats are now divided over that issue. We'll have much more on that bipartisan backlash and the drama coming up tonight at 6.
There's a lot to this, and some might say complicated as well. Ashley, thanks for following all that for us. Those negotiations only have 2 weeks to wrap up because the Secretary of State has until June 27th to finalize the November ballot.